Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. It's book haul time today and I've got a great selection of fantasy and sci-fi titles for you. So I've been really blessed with some great new titles to add to my collection for Christmas and around the Christmas and New Year period. I'll run through those in a moment, but first of all, as with my last book haul, I'm going to start off with a few digital titles. I don't really have too many this time round since my last book haul video. Just 4 ebooks have been acquired basically since that last update. I'm going to start off though with Titan Child by Jen Williams. This is book 2 of the Titan duology. No, it's book 2 of the Talon duology. I really enjoyed Talon Sister. This one I got from NetGalley as a early review copy. I've recently read it just at the tail end of 2024. Really liked it. Definitely recommend checking out this one. Both Titan Child and the first book in the series, Talon Sister, are now available, so it's a completed series and one that I really enjoyed. Then I got a new review copy of a book that I'm actually reading at the time of filming. I'm coming to towards the end of it actually, but this one is Chorus of Thieves by J.B. Corvin. I won't give too many details of this one because it is a new release. As I say, I've nearly finished it, so it will be one that I'll be reviewing very shortly. But this one is a fantasy action story featuring mercenaries and thieves as they go out to pull off a job to start a war. Then I got Light Fighters. This is book 2 of the Star Children saga by Palmer Pickering. I'm actually going to be working on book 3 of this series later on this year. So the author sent me a copy of the ebook so I can get myself up to speed, because I've read the first book in the series, Moon Deeds, but I haven't got round to Light Fighters as yet. So that is going to be on my radar. I'm going to be reading it in the next couple of months. And then the last one that I received is one that I bought myself actually. This one is a second book in the series as well. It's Supplicant by Delilah One. I really enjoyed book 1, Petition, in this series. You might have seen that it was actually in my top 10 fantasy and sci-fi books that I read in 2024. So really looking forward to this one coming up. It is quite a chunky book. I think it was about 900 pages. So I'm going to have to see when I can fit that one into my schedule, but definitely looking forward to it when I can do. So let's get on to the physical books then, and the first one is actually kind of a repeat. I've already got, or already did have, a paperback copy of this, but I saw that Sea of Souls by N.C. Scrimgeour was reduced on sale on Amazon in this beautiful hardback edition. I really enjoyed the story and I really like this hardback as well. It's just really nicely put together. So there's some interior artwork in here as well, if I just get to that, as well as a digitally signed page. I'm not sure if that really comes up in the camera there. You've got the maps that you also have in the paperback version, and then there's some artwork, as I say, in here as well, hiding away. I don't know where it is, it's not coming up for me, but yeah, really enjoyed Sea of Souls. The second book in this series is also going to be coming out soon, I believe, so looking forward to that one. But pick up a copy of this if you haven't read it. It's a high recommendation from me. A copy that I got from an author. Now these are all jumbled. I've not put them into different categories based on how I acquired them, but this one is from the author, a very shiny copy of Ancient as the Stars from Maya Darjani. This one's one of the books that I put on my list for 2025 as my, I think it's in the sci-fi category that I put this one in. I'm really looking forward to this one. It sounds pretty cool, it looks pretty cool as well. I loved the author's pitch, I keep saying this, when she appeared on my old indie showcase videos. She did a really good job of making me interested in this story, and hopefully that's going to be borne out as I read it, and I'll be able to make other people interested in reading it as well. Then I've got a few books that I received from Christmas, and there's a couple of sets here actually. So first up is a trilogy that my friend Terry sent. So these are one of his favourite authors, Con Iggulden. So I've got Darien, book 2 is Xiang, and then book 3 is The Sword Saint, and it's Empire of Salt. They don't all have it written. It's only book 3 that seems to have the title of the series easy to see on the books there themselves. But this is a historical fiction or historical fantasy, I think. I think it is actually fantasy rather than specifically historical fiction, but it's a really good series from what I've been told. Maybe this is going to be a buddy read for me and my book bestie Nina, because I know that she's also got these books waiting to be read, so hopefully it will be one that I'll get to at some point this year, possibly with Nina as well. Speaking of Nina, she sent me some books for Christmas as well, so I've already read the first of these, haven't read the second of them as yet, but I've got The Beast Hunters by Krista Lender, and then book 2 in the Beast Hunter of Ashbourne series is Dark Sovereign, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. It's still quite a short book, so hopefully won't take too much for me to get to, but I love the vibrancy of the covers on these. They just look really, really great. So thank you very much, Nina, for those, and Terry for the other presents that I received. The remainder of my Christmas presents, except for one, were from family. So I'll start off with a few books that my wife Katie got for me. So first of all, we have The Darkness Before Them by Matthew Ward. I didn't have the best of times with, what was it called? Legacy of Ash was the first and so far only book of Matthew Ward's that I've read. I enjoyed it, but it did tail off a little bit at various points of the book for me. So this is a new series. It sounds pretty cool. I've heard some people who've read it and really enjoyed it. Hopefully I'm going to be adding myself to that list as well. The next one, well, the next two actually, I have read already. This is one that I proofread, so I love it when I can add these to my physical library as well. But this is Of Love and Loss, book 2 of the Heart. I knew it was a slightly different title. The Heart of Quinaria by B.S.H. Garcia. That is a chunky old book, and I love the way that it looks and feels in the hand. This one is Jeff Brown artwork, and I do really enjoy his designs basically, so always a pleasure to have some of his work on my shelves as well, but always a pleasure even more so to have titles I've actually worked on my shelf. So yeah, really enjoy this one. If you haven't checked out B.S.H. Garcia's work, definitely do so. She's got a couple of novellas in this series as well that you can ease yourself into. Otherwise you've got Of Thieves and Shadows to start off that series. And then this one is to finish a series. Again, I've already read it, but now I've got all three of them in my collection. It is Those Who Resist by N.C. Scringer. So this one is a self-published sci-fi series. Really had a great time reading these. Highly recommend them. And yeah, as I said, I really enjoyed Sea of Souls by the author as well. So she's definitely one to watch. I got a couple of books as well from my daughter Eleanor for Christmas. She bought me these. Her favourite colour is green, so I thought that's why she picked these from my wish list, but apparently it was because they've got dragons on the cover, so there we go. So the first one is Dragon Thief by Blake and Raven Pen. This one is one of the books that I've put on my 2025 reading plan as well, so always great to have a copy of it. It might be slightly towards the younger scale in terms of the audience, the intended audience, but I'm hoping that I'm going to enjoy this one anyway. If not, maybe it'll take a couple of years, but I'm sure my daughter will be looking at reading this as well because she loves a good fantasy book as well. And then the second one that she got me is another big chunker. This one is the God's Blood Tragedy by Bill Adams. What was the series title? The Passage 1, it calls itself, of the Divine God's Queen Coda. So yeah, another nice chunky book, as I say. Looks great. I love the artwork. I love the colours on here, and hopefully I'm going to love the story when I get to it as well. Then the last present that I received for Christmas, this one was from one of my good friends, Palmer Pickering, and she sent me a book that I've already read. This was Hall of Bones, book 1 of Brotherhood of the Eagle by Tim Hardy. So thank you very much, Palmer, for this. I really just had a great time with this book, so yeah, looking forward to continuing the series. And speaking of that, just yesterday I think it was, I did actually receive those books. So these came in from the author. He contacted me because I put book 2, Sundered Souls, on my 2025 reading plan, and he offered me the collection. So thank you very much, Tim Hardy, for these. So I've got book 2 is Sundered Souls. Book 3 is a real beastie chunk of a book. This one is Lost Gods. And then book 4, recently released to finish the series, we've got Broken Brotherhood. I love the colours of these. Again, they're really nice, vibrant covers. They go really well together. I love it as well when you've got books that They're all different colours, but they make a set. They look like they belong together. So some really good design across those covers as well. So there we go. I've got some great books that I need to find homes for now within my library. My shelves are very full. I need to do some rework of them and try to get some of the books that I'm really looking forward to, the ones that I'm really excited to have in my collection, showing on my shelf in kind of pride of place, basically. So there we go. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of these. Which ones are you excited to hear my thoughts about? And also, did you get any good books for Christmas or around that period as well? That's it for today though. Hope to see you in the next video sometime soon. Until then, as always, take care of yourselves, read some good books. Bye for now.